stage in the group.
I think it gives you incredible belief because, as I say, there's so many times in the last 3 seasons, not even just last season, where you've had teams at the top end, Man City, then Liverpool, dropping points in certain instances, and you playing before them and not putting the pressure on, and losing when you play before them, or drawing games and then they win. You have to take advantage of these moments. And I think that is one of the big things in this season, which hopefully will give them the confidence and the momentum to keep going in games, because that's how you win the league, especially if you get a Liverpool who are 5 points clear, maybe 10 points. You have to, at some stage, eat into the deficit. Otherwise, it's just gonna keep going, and the gap never gets smaller. So it's brilliant to see Arsenal do that.
Because we saw the stoppage time board go up 8 minutes, and we saw Mikel Arteta immediately indicate that to the players and tell them to get forward. He fully believed, never mind the players, that winning goal was coming.
Yeah, there's a frustration from a Newcastle point of view, but you've got to take nothing away from Arsenal today. They really were the better team, superior team. Wrighty mentioned Nick Pope was probably the star man for Newcastle, making some brilliant saves. But when you get into the 95th, 96th minute from Newcastle, you think, oh, we're going to see this out. But again, the delivery, and even the delivery for Rice on the first one is very, very special. But he makes a good point, Arteta, there about the belief he's building within the squad. They believe themselves in this 96th minute that they're going to get this goal. There's a real belief. They get the right delivery. Saliba does his right job. Gabriel out-jumps everyone, and they believe within themselves. And Wrighty's right. They've had a few difficult times up at St James's Park. It's not an easy place to go to. And again, the belief that will give this squad of players and the football club as a whole will be massive come this Premier League race.
You talk about the determination as well. So you just see where he went from 2 to get into a ruck of players to then jump and get that header in is exactly what we're going to need if we're going to try and take this all the way. Yeah,
because we've seen Liverpool already this season get late winners to make a difference to their points tally. So Arsenal have to produce that in that moment.
He's had a bit of stick, Arteta, as well, going to Liverpool, maybe not playing, Eze and co. There's always a selection thing. People say he should have done this, should have done that. Had a bit of stick last week against Man City, could have been more offensive. But again, he's got a belief in what team he picks, who he plays, where and when. And again, the biggest problem we have this year is picking 11 players, because the squad of players that he has built and the hierarchy, you've got to give them credit as well. They've backed him, they've supported him. And now you could arguably say they're one of the best squads in Europe, both for the Premier League and the Champions League. They've got an unbelievable squad and a team of players to choose from.
I think it's important as well, Shay, you'll know as well, you have to everybody has to buy into the fact that 11 is going to play, and you've got a role to play off the bench. I think that hopefully the way the season starts, we've seen people come off the bench and make a massive difference, and that is how you win the league. Everybody knows that, listen, I might not start, but I'm going to get my time and I'm going to be a part of it. I'm going to make sure I play my part.
And in Martinelli's case, Champions League goal, a crucial goal against City, and he still didn't start. That's what you've got to buy into.
And then you've got to, because when you come on, you've just got to come on and show, well, I make sure that he puts me on in every game. I'm not going to come on and sulk my way through five minutes, whatever it is. I'm going to play.
I was a former set-piece coach in the Championship. You didn't appreciate today's set-piece in the 96th minute with your Newcastle hat on, of course, but you will appreciate these numbers in just 2 and a bit seasons in terms of goals from corners alone, never mind set plays. Look at that, 36, and then the drop-off to the next best, Spurs and Chelsea, 21. I mean, people talk about huge different margin in terms of that area.
Yeah, I agree. It's a big margin, that, and I'm surprised that gap's that big. I'm not surprised Arsenal at the top, but I'm surprised there's that many goals between the teams below them. But there's so much, when you are setting up a set play thing, there's many different things you have to do. One's got to block the keeper, one's got to run around the side, like, even the Declan Rice in the first goal, got to come out short, drag them out of the spaces. Every single player has to buy into what you do as a set play coach. And if one player switches off, or even one of the subs coming off, if he doesn't get the right message on the iPad before he comes on, and he doesn't do what he's that doesn't happen. Them numbers don't happen. Every single player has to buy into it. I think the NFL people in the American football, it's such a big moment in the game, such key. You've got an advantage of the opposition.
Wright has no doubts about Arsenal's trajectory, boldly backing Mikel Arteta's side to bring silverware back to the Emirates this season. With the title race heating up, Wright insists the Gunners have the quality, mentality, and depth to go toe-to-toe with their rivals and finally end their long wait for top honors. He believes Arsenal's hunger, combined with their recent performances, makes them serious contenders who are ready to turn promise into trophies.